For the viewers watching, if you have one car that you could buy that you think is undervalued today, that you think 5 years from now is going to be worth more, what would that car be?
Is there a price point that I can set at?
Just give any car.
Gosh, this is a tough one. The older Acura NSX is undervalued. That's like a sub $100,000 car, and I think those are going to be mid 150s. I think there's a 50% appreciation in that. The gated Gallardos are like $125,000 right now. I think those are $250,000 cars, right? Your car, Ford GT 05, 06 are like high threes, mid fours. Those are $600,000, $700,000 cars for sure. Just like a Carrera GT, there's about the same number, production numbers in that. And the CGTs went from $700,000 to $2 million overnight. In the big hypercars, the Koenigsegg Ccx, the one I took you into, that's a $5 million car. And those, they're very rare, but they're between 1.5 to 2.5 million. So that's a double. LFA, I think, reached its pinnacle. I think the car's $1 million car, nothing more, right? There's so many unique cars like the Murcielago that haven't sold LPs, haven't sold at auction yet, that we don't really know where they're going to go. I bought a 2010 Murcielago SV, which is there's less than 100 in America. There's no real finite number of that. I think that's a $1.5 million car because there's only like 30 or 40 of them, right? And it was the final edition V12 that made the biggest impact.
Yeah.
I paid $750, right? So for me to pay $750, I kind of feel like there's at minimum 50% appreciation in that car within 12 months.
What about for Jack? If Jack wants to impress a girl.
Mazda Miata. That's the next car.
I think
I want it so badly, but they're so expensive
They're
now.
like probably 20 grand now, huh?
I was looking at Mazdas, I don't even know, maybe like 2 years ago because my friend bought one.
$5,000, I bet.
Yeah, and they were like 3,500.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my friend bought one for $600, and there was just one stuck lifter, $40 to fix it, and then it ran perfectly.
Oh wow, what a cool car.
Yeah, so
for you, honestly, I know he can relate. Lotus Exige. I think that's
expensive, man.
No, they're 40 grand.
I love
$40,000 car.
They're more now.
There's a few of them that are 60. 2010, 2012, they're a little bit more. But if you get a 2006 Lotus Exige, you're like
I think
low
it's
40s.
hard to find 50s now. Because I was looking. If the right one came up, I would do it.
It's the best car I've owned in my life. When I was 22, I bought my first Lotus. I bought a 07 Exige S for $21,000 from CarMax. They had a little CarMax auction. Wow. And I bought that car. It was the greatest experience you could ever imagine. It's a Miata in every respect, but it looks like a supercar. Well, it is a supercar.
I would say a Lotus Elise. It's easier to drive.
How much
you can
are
take
those,
the top off. Right now, about 40.
Yeah, I've seen Lotus Elises. Like, I sold one for $16,000 one time.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It was crazy. I feel like the Lotuses right now are artificially inflated a little bit. That's a very unique car, and it has a very young demographic that likes it. And so right now with crypto, the young kids have a lot of money, so there's a lot more inflation in that car. But those cars typically sit at the 30 to 40 range, and that's like the best deal.